Yes, YouTube, what is up? Welcome back to another video. Time is currently 6:30 a.m. and I'm just out in the marina, which is right behind my house, for some morning steps. So today we have a pretty busy day. We have push day. We have my client Anthony over for today for a push session, who is currently 9 weeks out. I'm currently 8 weeks out. There has been a slight change in plans to the shows. I was originally supposed to be doing the same show as Anthony, but we've actually shifted things forward 1 week. Usual kind of routine in the morning now is up about 6:30, straight out for some steps. I was originally getting cardio done first thing in the morning, but I'm just finding that I'm a bit more awake once I'm outside first and I can kind of go down and give it my all. So I have been going for steps prior to cardio. I have sometimes even been pushing cardio back to the evening, as I feel as though I can really kind of give it my all in the evening, a bit more energy in the system and kind of perception of it being a little less harder. So that's kind of what we've been at recently. So we've had some pretty big adjustments since the last time we had a YouTube video. As of yesterday, calories are down to 2125 on both days, so that was a 200 calorie decrease. Cardio is up now at 40 minutes on a training day, 50 minutes on a rest day, and then 18,000 steps daily. So first thing I do in the morning is get out, get my steps in, or at least kind of box off 3 to 4k, because obviously 18,000 is a fair bit, especially when you have a desk job like myself, when I'm sitting down doing check-ins. It can be hard to accumulate the steps, but I don't really mind doing steps. I like being outside. I like, you know, looking around the city and, you know, just getting in some fresh air, listening to a podcast. So I always make it a priority to get, you know, that bulk or that small bit of steps done first of all. We also had some adjustments to cycle, which I won't go through on here. I won't give exact dosages, but we had an adjustment yesterday, and also thyroid as well has been increased. So 8 weeks out at the moment, 8 weeks and 5 days to be exact. Condition is starting to come through, shapes are starting to come through, new muscle is starting to come through, veins are starting to come through, things that I have never seen before. All this is completely new to me. So yeah, it's really exciting, really loving the process of it all. We have a photo shoot actually as well in less than 2 weeks. So next Saturday we have a photo shoot, CBC team photo shoot, myself and 8 clients. Really looking forward to that. There'll be a vlog of that up on the channel as well. But for today, just sit back, relax, click that like button, click subscribe, get ready for a nasty push session, and catch up with you in a bit. Novice champ. And rolling. Right guys, so time is currently 5 to 9. I have my 40 minutes of cardio done. I have my morning steps. I have a couple of client check-ins boxed off. I'm showered, I'm changed, and I'm heading downstairs now to meet Anthony. So I'm going to jump downstairs, going to get Anthony, going to go downstairs to the studio that we have in the gym complex in my apartment. Do a few rounds of fasted posing. He sent me over shots this morning. He's looking pretty good. I'm not too sure what body weight is, because obviously he's away, but he's in around that 176 pound mark. So I'm gonna go downstairs now, grab Anthony. New t-shirt from Chosen Few. Really actually like this brand. First time getting clothes from them, but fit is nice. 2XL in this. This is not sponsored or paid, but you know, I respect the fit.
I'm on the A3 driving by Kingston, but I ain't backyard. Do it like Southgate, Don Sancho. I find a young G and tell him play with the stars. Bro, I really wanna see the girl naked, but she's taken, so I ain't had a chance. Browning got an attitude that's German concerning, cause she ain't had a car. I had an angel in Manny, I Di Maria, then I take her to France. I ain't never gotta argue with no DJ, can none of my ops get played.
Really see separation out your chest as well, obliques coming through. Yeah, nice. Crunch down. Yeah, no. Stay really light.
Yeah, I feel happy this morning.
Good.
I'm happy. After all that shit, I'm happy this morning, man.
No, I'm happy up, man.
That is, even that front shot there now, which obviously to begin with was very weak. I think the difference in it now, like,
massive.
even just the relax.
There, that hits you so much better.
Like that's ridiculous, like. Get in.
Buzzing.
Oh, I'm buzzing.
Good stuff. Meal 1 is still the same at the moment, even though we had the drop in calories. So 80 grams of oats, we have 100 raspberries and 40 grams of whey. Trying to keep this meal as big as possible for as long as possible. Obviously pre-workout, energy in the gym, and also going to keep my intra in there. But the rest of my meals have definitely taken a hit. But going to enjoy this, probably my favourite meal of the day, and then we're going to head to the gym for some push.
It's so nice.
Yeah. Tell you, life of royalty.
It is actually so nice. How do you make that so
The
good?
hostess with the mostest. Right, so in the gym, we're going to run through our push session today. We have Anthony with us as well, who is 9 weeks out. You would have saw him posing earlier. So today I'm going to do a slightly different than usual. I'm going to give you my top 3 chest movements that I would use in any push day to build your chest. So stay tuned for that, a few tips, a few tricks along the way, and yeah, we're going to get after it.
I ain't never gotta argue with no DJ, can none of my ops get played on the dance. I told my girl let's go to Jamaica, she said David don't play with my heart. State of the art, making it last. I got one shot and I'm making it last. Wait, my man said that he's on me, talking's cheap, that's an Alcatel. Violate, we bring agents to your estate like I'm trying to make houses sell. More time, I like innocent chicks, but Tuesday I need me a rowdy girl. I'm looking at that girl's ex, babe, who ain't never fucked with an alpha. No man, right now I'm living in.
Right, so even though today is predominantly a chest focused session, I'm still going to always start off pretty much with a lateral when we're fresh, and to get the blood moving a small bit, get us set up for our heavy pressing next, and it's a good opportunity to work the delt in that shortened range. So with this as well, you see I'll clench my fist the whole time, okay, keep it a nice grip strength, similar as if you're holding a D handle. The only reason we have a cuff is to take the pressure off the wrist, but you still want to, keep them thumbs pressed to keep a nice solid fist and keep yourself nice and tight the whole way through. So it is a crucifix raise, it is still a delt movement, a medial delt movement, so everything still applies. Shoulders slightly forward, driving elbows out and away, and feeling it all on the side of your delt. Oh, wait. So you see, setup there was completely wrong when I first came in, because me and Anthony's setup is completely different. I went into the movement, knew straight away that wasn't for me, okay? So the way you set up your movements is massively important to make sure that it's working for you. So the way I'm built, the way Anthony built, completely different. What will work for his chest will probably, work for my shoulders or work for my triceps. So you need to make sure that you're logging down how you set up the movements as well. So you don't just jump into the machines and just, direct saying that it'll be all right when it won't. If you want to get the most out of it, make sure that everything is always the same and it suits you best.
Right now I'm living in Central, dog. A 1-2 flight ain't flexing, dog. Baby, I see Gatwick, Airport, more than your man sees congestion charged. You get me? You get me, dog. Yeah, respect me, dog. You don't really wanna upset me, dog. Me and babe broke up, got back together, now I'm living on a celibate one. I don't wanna talk too much about girls, cause trust me, it's really a delicate one. Groupies wanna come back for the fame, bro, I ain't gotta ask, it's a definite one. She's gonna settle for a UK rapper, but I know she prefer an American one. You ain't ever put in no goddamn work, job centre, that nigga's on a benefits one.
That is max reps on last week, but something you have to consider when you are 2.5 kilos lighter after the previous session is weight moves weight. So that is actually a PB at this body weight, and for me to maintain numbers after losing 2.5 kilos, that's a win. That is a win, so I'll take that onto the back offset now.
My mum. I used to play football with a Polish, same time the man then was selling them skunk. Curva mass niggas on a pedaling one, 0.8 on a generous one. You get me?
Right, so the first movement I would have in a push session to build your chest is going to be an incline press. I would always prioritise the incline press over a flat press, just for the sheer fact that it's going to be hitting more so the upper pec fibres, but also the lower pec, and lower pec gets a lot of work as it is, and it also kind of combines the whole top shelf, front delt, the whole way across. And the bigger upper chest you have, the bigger your chest looks as a whole. So I'd always prioritise upper chest movement. I'm lucky enough to have this piece of equipment. If you don't have this, incline dumbbell is your second best bet. And incline dumbbell is a great movement because it comes away and it converges at the top as well. So your elbows are coming across the body at the top of the movement as well. So tip number one and movement number one for a big chest is going to be an incline press.
Body positive, plus size, don't matter, I ain't mad at no fubar. Are you Uski? I think I see mine, man. I'm telling boss man, stop the cabbie and Uber. Me and babe, we're stuck to the end, both fucked in the head like Alice and Luther. Switcher, I ain't even got, I have no reason. You see, yeah, cool.
With this movement, it's so heavy there that if you're not going to get it up, there's no way you're going to get past it, because that's where it's heaviest, is in the lengthening when all the weight is down there. Right, so my second movement to grow your chest that should be included in pretty much every push session is going to be a flat press of some sort. So you have your incline press to begin with, you've kind of fatigued that, now move on to your flat press. If you have the luxury of having something similar to this where you can kind of work in different ranges, by all means go for that. If you don't, if you've done your incline dumbbell press first, if you're in this kind of regular gym, then a flat machine press, a flat hammer strength press, something like that is going to be your next your second best bet. Definitely better than a barbell. Okay, sorry to all the powerlifters out there, but if you're looking at actually building muscle and not just concerned about flinging away from A to B, then you know a dumbbell or a machine press is always going to trump a barbell.
I'm the king of the north, like it or lump it, fuck what you thought. They come out in the thousands just to support. They play trumpets in the background when I talk. I wear tracksuits, not to be casual, I just don't want to change now that I'm rich. I want to wear what I wore when I was poor, and right now I'm trying to inspire the kids. I changed the game so much, them niggas are physically scared. And I'm in your face, I'm everywhere to the point man think their vision's impaired. They don't want me to win, they don't want me to get a trophy, they want me to kiss their feet.
Right, so my third and final movement that I will include in every push session to grow your chest is going to be a pec deck or a machine chest fly of some sort. So you can put this in the start of the session, you can put it kind of towards the end of the session. You know, there's an argument for both. If you want to put it at the start, kind of get some blood in there, maybe even it's like more of an activation movement, by all means you can get your pec nice and short. But I like to put it in on this session after my heavy presses and kind of really focus on the length and the range. And with this machine, we can drop it off so you can still get in the short. And so when it comes to working your pec and how it works, the main function is going to be bringing the elbow across the body and also then driving the elbow away from the body. So pressing and flying and coming across. So you can see we did a lot of pressing, but even with our pressing, you know, converging, elbows coming across. That's why dumbbells are great. And now we're really finishing off by just driving shoulders back and down, biceps into your pecs. I ran over the setup of this machine in my previous push session. So if you want to know why we have this behind me and why is the D handles, go back and watch that.
They want me to kiss their feet, but I'm not the king, cause I said that I was the king. Just listen to the people speak. King. I'm king of the north, they call me the king.
Right, so onto a bit of arm work now. Just one bicep, one tricep movement today. So one preacher curl and then one of the tricep extension that's right beside us here. For arm work, you know, a lot of it is going to come down to just doing what works for you, what feels good. There's not going to be the best movement to build your bicep, although a preacher curl is probably one of the better ones. So when it comes to arm training, just make sure that you can feel it. Make sure that mind muscle connection is the real thing, and that you're working the muscle in its short and its length and range. You're contracting it properly. Treat it like every other muscle group. Train it properly, train it hard, progressively overload it. But take your time with things as well. You shouldn't be able to, overload a bicep curl the same way you can overload a squat, because it's going to take you a bit longer to build that up. But preacher curl is my preference for biceps, and I will always program that for clients too. And then my preference for this session for tricep is just the prime extension, which we're going to jump onto next.
I'm king of the north, yeah. I'm king of the north, forget what other MCs wanna say. Me, I got given this name by the fans, and I'm not letting them down, no way. They say fortune favors the brave, now that I'm lucky enough to...
Right, so this is going to be the tricep movement of the day. For me, usually, I actually don't really get on well with tricep machines. I much prefer to use a cable, but for some reason this machine actually fits me quite well. Doing it unilaterally as well, just so I can kind of align myself a bit better with everything, align my joints. And I think if you're kind of trying to do it 2 arms at a time, it can be quite hard to get everything kind of set up. So single arm, 1 arm at a time. And again, for arm work, I think especially triceps, which is something that I personally struggle to connect with and I had with for quite some time. Just do what works for you, do what kind of fits you best and what you're able to connect with and able to, don't overthink it as well. A lot of people, it's great to think about your training and to, maybe make sure that you're doing everything properly, but comes a point in time where you just need to fucking do what works and just do what feels good, you know what I mean, and just run that up and get strong at it. So yeah, that's going to be my tip for your tricep training. Right, so on to our final movement of the day. We're going to finish off with another lateral raise. So we started off with a crucifix, now we're finishing with seated lateral. Again, we have the luxury of having the prime pieces, so we can kind of work the different ranges. Going to work more so the length and range here. But one thing I want you to do when you are using the machine lateral is I want you to almost have your arms out in front of you rather than beside you, and then think about driving away and in front. Okay? So away and in front, same with a dumbbell lateral, same with a cable lateral. It's not coming away and behind you. arms are slightly in front, kind of almost internally rotate shoulders a small bit, okay, put it on that medial delt and just go away and in front, drive up. A lot of people for their lateral raises come up, okay, and behind, and it's like a rear delt or like a row. So if you want to hit that medial delt, that the big round cap delts, you need to have your arms slightly in front and think away and in front. Right, so currently 8 weeks out, post push session. We're going to run through a couple of poses, give you a look at kind of how we're looking right now. Weight is 89.2 kilos this morning. Yesterday was my lowest at 88.7. I'm just going to run through a few poses and give you a look at kind of how the physique is looking. Right, that is the gym session wrapped up. Good push day. Pretty decent session. Went on a bit longer than anticipated, but that always happens when you're recording. So I'm actually currently, I say about to go hypo if I don't go home and actually get some sort of food into me. So on the way back now, going to get some post-workout into the both of us. And then Anton's going to go down and do his cardio. I'm going to do a bit of work. And we'll catch up with you then again in a bit. Yo guys, what is up? So it is now the following day. We're back in the gym again and we just hit a pretty preppy pull session. Definitely feeling a little small today after them adjustments that came in 2 days ago. But nonetheless got the job done and we're going to run through a small bit more posing. Now Anthony's going to get a bit of an in-person lesson off Jim, who he's been getting online posing lessons from. So anyone who is interested in posing, whether it's men's physique, classic, whatever it is, Jim Morrissey is the man to go to. He's been helping me out a lot during this prep as well in my own posing. So going to get some in-person posing lessons done and we will give you a look and kind of see, you know, a few things you might pick up for the lesson, how to improve your posing, kind of how to give yourself the illusion of bigger shoulder, smaller waist, everything else that's massively important when it comes to posing. Good. Much better, much fucking better. And remember, it starts from the floor up as well, everything.
Remember when you come down, everything.
Yeah. Your elbows don't come down with your midsection. Right guys, so that is going to conclude another YouTube video. Hope you really liked that one. Had a really good time having Anthony over for the last 2 days. Got a good push session in, good pull session in, and really like having one of my clients over, one of my mates over, show them around the city, good conversation, bit of cardio together, getting our steps in together, training together, good coffee, lots of oats, you know, the usual bodybuilder stuff. So really good time having him over. If you have liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment, all that YouTuber shit. Even give this one a share, it'd be really appreciated. If you haven't followed the prep journey so far, I really appreciate you. Stay tuned guys, we have a full day of eating vlog coming up next week since calories have been adjusted, and after that we'll have the group photo shoot vlog too, which is going to be sick. So please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.